Alright, what's up YouTube? So you want to lose some weight? Well, so do I. I'm right now currently at 181, but I want to cut down to 170. So no matter where you're at on your fitness goals, I want to make it ridiculously simple. This is the most basic you can get on how to lose a little bit of weight. Alright, so stay tuned and watch this. Alright, so this will be my video on meal prepping. So I just wanted to show you guys what I bought at Aldi for $40. Okay, so I have about 10 pounds of chicken here. Right here is about 4 pounds of turkey loin, which this is delicious. You need to try it. Got some instant coffee, 3 heads of lettuce, 5 cucumbers, tomatoes, and celery and mustard. Alright, and normally I would have oatmeal and rice as well. And some avocados, but I already had those, okay, so I didn't buy those. And then here in just a second, I will help you set up your meal plan, okay? But all of this, 40 bucks, such a great deal. All right, guys, so I'd recommend going shopping before you do this part, but I did the opposite. So go to freedieting.com and go to the calculators over here, and then I want you to go to the calorie calculator. All right, and then once you get here, I'm going to have you enter in all of your information, okay? Your age, your weight, your height, and then the most important part of that is how many times you exercise, and be honest with that, okay? All right, so then we see there that my fat loss is 2383, and I want to lose 1 pound a week, okay? So I adjusted it a little bit because really to lose a pound a week, you need to be in a 500 calorie deficit a day, okay? So that added up to 2479. All right, well now we want to go to our nutrients. So go to the nutrient calculator, type in how many calories it told you to have. All right, and then we're going to adjust here for what your goals are. All right, so I'm carb cycling. So I want to do a pretty big carb load one day. My protein's going to stay the same and then very low fat. But then the next day, if you see, I'm going to switch it up. And then the next one will be my low carb day. All right, so on my low carb day, what I do is the exact same thing, but now I just change the macros up and I'll do 10% carbs and 50% fat, but my protein's staying the same here. All right, and then you're just going to hit that calculate button, and that's going to give you what you need. So here's how mine works out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, high carb. The other day is low carb, and then it'll tell you how many grams a day you need for each one. So for whatever your goals are, that's what you need to do. And then download MyFitnessPal, a great app to have to help you do all this, okay? So go to MyFitnessPal, and then you're going to go up there to that tab, and you're going to go to your goals, all right? So we want to modify our goals because MyFitnessPal will probably have them a little different than what we want, all right? So now that we're at our goals, you're going to put your net calories that you want to have for a day. So mine was 2,479. And again, this is to lose 1 pound per week. You never want to lose too fast or you're going to lose muscle mass, okay? And so we try to avoid that. So goal is about 1 pound a week. All right, so now we need to change up our macros. So here I need to adjust my protein and fats a little bit, right? So proteins, we're going to have it about 40% for high carb or low carb day. And then I'm going to change the fats around a little bit, okay, so to get it to where we need to do that at, okay? So make sure you do this on MyFitnessPal as well. You could change your calories that it tells you need, and then you could change your macronutrients you need. All right, and again, I'm carb cycling, so that's why mine are a little extreme. Okay, but for a rule of thumb, if you want to lose weight, do about 40% protein, 30% carbs, and 30% fat. And if you are more into bodybuilding, you could do 40% carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fat. Okay, and these are all, just a general rule of thumb, but you'll see how your body interacts with carbs and proteins and fats, and then so you'll be able to adjust as needed. All right, so I just went through my daily eating so you guys could see kind of how I modified things to work for me. All right, and you can see I'm very close to my calorie goal, not quite there, but hey, we're pretty close. All right, and then you could just check out your diary and see if you are where your macros need to be. So just go to the nutrition tab, and then you could have it look like this, and then on the far right there you could really see where you're at. And if you can see, I'm really close to where I need to be, a few percentages off here and there, but nothing too serious. So there you go, as easy as that. All right, so now how do I cook everything? All right, so for the chicken and turkey loin, if I want to like be able to do other things, I'll use the crock pot. And doing that, I'll cook it for about 5 hours on high. I just toss it all in there and throw my seasonings. Put a little bit of water in the bottom so it doesn't stick. All right. If you want to use the oven, I recommend cooking it at 285 for an hour. That gets it so juicy and it tastes absolutely incredible. All right. So something I hear all the time, Tommy, how do you eat chicken all the time? It just doesn't taste good. Well, either one, you don't know how to cook, or two, you're not using some tips to make it taste better, but most likely it's you don't know how to cook. All right, but the tips are, I'm just going to give you an example of one, a pizza chicken breast. So take that chicken breast, cut it in half before you bake it, and then put some mozzarella cheese in there, non-fat mozzarella cheese in there, put some onions in there, and then put some pizza sauce. All right, it adds maybe 40 calories. Fold that over and then cook it like that, and it will taste incredible. And you can do it with a variety of cheeses, vegetables, make it taste good, all right? And then for the rice, if you want to use the crock pot, again, put some non-stick spray in the bottom, throw some water in there, put your rice in there, and let it cook on high until it's been filled up with water and it's done. Or, the stove, always a great option. Everyone knows how to boil rice. All right, so just boil some rice. Super fast, super easy. Or if you want to go to my go-to sweet potatoes, I like to poke holes in all of them, put them in the oven on, don't use aluminum foil. They won't taste as good. Okay, so put them on a pan and then let them cook at 425 for about an hour and 20 minutes. You know they're done when black molasses starts coming out of them, and they will taste delicious. All right, so hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think of it. Then you're ready to cook. All right, so right here, I have my chicken. I also have some turkey loin, so they're pretty close to the same macros as the chicken, so that'll work out really well. And then up here, you'll see that I have all my meals already prepared. So I cooked the rice and some chicken yesterday, so I don't have to cook nearly as much. But then we're good to go. So that's what my fridge looks like. And on my Fitness Pal, you saw that I only had like something put out for green beans, but that's really because I eat as many green veggies as I want, so I just put something in there to do that. But if you have done that, you did my Fitness Pal, you did the calorie calculator, then you should be good to go and on your way to your goals. All right, so this is exciting. You guys should be very excited about this, that now you have no excuse to know how many calories you need, how to put it all in there, and how to prep. So you should be good to go. If you have any questions, let me know. Excited for you guys. Let me know what your goals are. If I can help, please let me know. I would love to help. All right, I love you guys. And